Hey everyone, it's Michael here at Home Health Success Academy, and you are watching our giveaway video series where we actually share with you guys how you can make yourself stand out from the rest by having more giveaways that makes you stand out. Okay, and so in this particular video, I wanted to be able to talk about cookie boxes. And so a lot of you guys will probably go out there and purchase a dozen donuts or a six-piece donut from Dunkin' Donuts, and you have that. Or you're gonna go to Panera Bread and you're gonna buy like a dozen you're gonna buy a dozen pastries. Or you might just go to your local grocery store and buy one of those plastic containers that has cookies in it and everything. And those are great. But also when you're giving out things, it's all about having a nicer presentation. But also I talk about how to be able to save money as an organization, because if you really are marketing out there, you also want to keep your costs of your marketing a little bit, better. You don't want to spend too much money as well. You want to be smart about what you're doing. A lot of companies think that they should, spend so much money in that first initial visit, having that lunch and learn and spend $50, $60. Some companies will spend $20, $30 on a particular item when they're going to visit for the first time, to think that if me giving this much amount of food to them or this much amount of cool stuff to them, that they're going to start referring patients to me. They're trying to think that they can actually purchase a person from being able to say, hey, I love these items. I'm going to make sure that I actually refer to them. And that does not happen all the time, that you're going to get a referral from that first visit. Now imagine the cookie boxes right here. It's very cheap for them, all right? It costs me somewhere around 50 cents to 60 cents a box. But then what I do is I determine what I fill up on them. I can buy a whole tin container of assorted cookies, butter cookies or whatever, and take all that, transfer it into these boxes right here, seal it, and then I'll custom print logos for our company, stickers, for example. You can have it made professionally, or you can purchase Avery stickers, sticker templates from Office Max, and then print on it directly, right? And then you can brand these boxes as your own boxes. So you can make it better. So I love the brown box more than the white one. That's just me as a person, but it all depends up to you guys. And so, if you guys want to see more of what the pricing of these boxes, just click on the link below with Amazon. It's so amazing, so cheap as well. So when I fill up these boxes with cookies, for example, the cost of each box is probably going to be around $1.25 per box. And so I don't believe in, in front loading handouts or giveaways or treats. I believe in the follow-up. So if I can bring you something every week or every 2 weeks, depending on how you guys manage your marketing team, then I can show consistency. So instead of me spending $20 on something, $30 on that initial visit, I'm going to spread out that $30 into 10 visits, 15 visits, but making sure that the follow-up is great. And just stopping by and say, hey, I have a bunch of these. So if it, let's say, for example, it's a Monday and I'm going to be visiting 20 people today, what I'm going to do is the night before, I'm going to pre-make all these boxes and set them up already. So I have the boxes sealed, labeled, ready to go, put it in my car. So when I start marketing, I already have all of them ready. Instead of me waking up in that morning, lining up at Panera Bread or lining up at the local grocery stores of Publix or a Jewel Osco or an Albertsons, wherever you guys are, and help myself stand out. So what are the things that you can actually put in these boxes? I want you guys to think about that. What can you guys do that makes you guys stand out? So like in these boxes in the picture, you're going to see a little fruit tart that they just have one fruit tart in there, or you have another one that has some cookies in there. I think those are called, I don't even know what that one green cookie right there. I know it's very expensive, so I don't try to give those away, because those are, macaroons, I think they're called, right? I don't want to have a giveaway, a handout to that initial visit or that multiple visits to be costing more than $3. I try to keep my costs low, so then I can say, hey, I'm only marketing and spending this much. But here's another thing, guys. I want you guys to understand that when I'm marketing to companies, I pay attention to how much I've spent also for those companies. So when I use my CRM, I say, okay, I visited them here on this day, and this is what I gave them. It allows me to be able to calculate how much was the cost to be able to market to this company. And at the same time, pay attention to that, because that's something that you should pay attention, is the cost. They all add up eventually. And it's about being smarter on the costs, being different by making sure you give away different things, and in the end, also making sure that you follow up continuously. So think about what you can do, what you can put in these cookie boxes. Check out the link below. Go to Amazon. You're going to see it in Amazon. You're going to see the cost is very cheap. And with these boxes, I've also put donuts in them as well. 1 or 2 donuts. I don't believe in giving a company a dozen donuts my first visit, right? If we start having a relationship, if they start allowing me to come back and follow up and is nice and starts referring to me, then I'm going to start saying, hey, okay, let me bring in a dozen donuts to say thank you so much for this week, right? So these boxes, you can do so many different things. I prefer putting cookies in them, right? So I'll buy a whole tin container that has assorted cookies in there, butter cookies or whatever. I've also made sure that I bought a bunch of, I can buy a box of cookies that has maybe 24 cookies in them. I'll go to Costco or Sam's Club, depending on where I'm at, and I can then buy a bunch of them and then individually put them in these boxes. And so the cost of that is so cheap compared to spending so much money by going to these other facilities and pastry companies and buying one box and thinking that you should just give that all to one company. So start thinking about what you can do to make yourself stand out. But remember, it's not just the little treats or tchotchkes that we're giving away. It's, do we have an amazing organization that we can share and solve problems for these potential client referral sites? Because if we can solve their problems, that's what's going to get us the referrals. That's what's going to keep them in the door to continuously want to work with us as an organization. So I hope this video helped. Always understand that home health marketing is easy when you know what you're doing.